Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. I am just getting sorted. So I have come with my pumpkin pie. Do you see? It's melting because I did it a few minutes ago and it's already melting. Mm. Because it's warm in New Zealand. It's not that warm today. It is really, really bad. Oh, you like my mug? Christy got it. Did Christy get this for me? No, not Christy, but it's nice. Yes, I'm drinking tea. Did I ever drink tea before I moved here? No, I did not. Now I do. Can you hear me okay? Let me see. Crap. Is it working? Ugh. The internet drives me crazy. Who is with us and where are you joining us from? Okay, I see one thumbs up. Thank you for that. I just don't always know. You just say, yes, it's fine. Okay, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Peter. Hello, hello. So I thought I would come on here and chat with you over some pumpkin pie. So I didn't get a video done this week because, well, I hosted, if you're on my um, email, whatever, I had 60 people here yesterday. 6-0. I think it was 60. It was a lot. I don't know. We had a lot of food. So I cook all the day before because I make the 2 turkeys and then I cut everything up, put it in a big thing, because it's just easier that day to not have to do all the cooking. So I did 2 turkeys, I did 3 pumpkin pies, I did huge stuffing, cornbread, and then and I have my cranberry salad. So I thought I would bring hello, hi guys, hi from Florida. Hello. So here is the cranberry salad. Now this is my grandmother's recipe. So New Zealanders don't really like it because they think it's weird that you have like cream, like a dessert that you serve with your Thanksgiving. So, oh well, that's what we do. Let me just take a little bit of this so I can show it to you what it looks better. Okay, so now you can see. This is it. So it's cranberries, like in like a jello, in like what else? Grapes are in there. What else is in there? Pineapple. Sorry, you can tell I'm tired from yesterday. But I thought I'd go live because I didn't make a video this week. And I know you all miss me. So let's go live. Because then the rest of the day I'm taking off because I am tired and resting up for the big week ahead. So yeah, so this is the cranberry salad, and I always make an extra one. So this is why this one hasn't been eaten, but the other one also doesn't get eaten a lot because New Zealanders don't really like it, but it's so good. So there we go. I just wanted to show you because it's a unique thing. So if you have a cool like cranberry recipe, I don't understand those people that get like the cranberry in the can. They just go plop. I'm not eating that. Hello from Texas. Hello. Love to have the recipe of the cranberry salad. Okay, okay. Yes. Do I give out my grandmother's secret recipe? Sure. It's actually really good. I mean, it's a highlight. Like my kids will be like, we have to have the cranberry salad. So there we go. Um, hello, hello. I'm just looking hi from New Zealand. Okay, yeah, you guys are funny. Okay, so this is pumpkin pie. Now, how do you guys make? So let me hold on. I made the chat. What is it? Why are all these things where I can't see? Okay, so most of you have had pumpkin pie before. Looks like. Hi from Lower Hut. Hello. Yes, horrible raining today, huh? So this is my pumpkin pie. So I have like a lot of people make pumpkin pie and they make it with like real pumpkin and then it's a lot more work, but also tastes totally different because the pumpkins, because produce in different countries completely tastes different, and so like the pumpkins here take different. So this is why I get the canned pumpkin from the American store for a couple reasons, because I already have a lot to do that day and it's just a lot easier, but also because it tastes like home, because it tastes like the pumpkin there, whereas here it's not going to taste like that. Only some people is like, yes, no, I know that not everybody likes, but what I love about New Zealanders is they're always willing to try it, and whether they want to be honest or not, I can tell if they like it or not. And it's okay if you don't, because it's weird when you're thinking about something as savory and then we're eating it sweet. It's just also weird for me to think of pumpkin as savory. Like, I actually really enjoy the pumpkin soup here in New Zealand, but I don't get it that much. Anyway, okay. So I'm gonna eat this pumpkin pie with you and have a chat. So that's what we're doing today. Whatever you want to talk about. If you want to talk about whatever, I'm here for you. If you have questions, put it in there. If you have comments, if you have something you want to share about your Thanksgiving, I'm here for you today. So I have met a lot of Americans. I've been traveling through Wellington and have had coffees or whatever with them, and it has been really nice. And they're always interesting the questions and the concerns people have, or like they're checking out the country. Okay, so Ginger from Alabama is hoping to come next spring. So definitely reach out to me, Ginger. I'm here to help, whatever is helpful. Okay, we have some people from Australia, from Taiwan. Oh, you love the New Zealand meat pie? So it's funny, whenever I have when okay, so I've met with these Americans and I generally will ask them, "Have you tried a meat pie?" And they don't. It took me probably years to actually try it because it's just weird to think about meat in a pie, same as pumpkin pie seems weird to you, right? But try it. So I always went for the steak and cheese or just the steak one because, like, why would I go with mince or ground beef? Why would I not go with the, better meat essentially, right? And then people on TikTok were like, "You have to try the mince and cheese." The mince and cheese. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. It's the best one. I don't know. I don't know why, but it works. It is. Have you guys made your own pies? So I bought these like pie dishes to make my own. Have I done it? No. Um, I have made, what have I made with them? Oh, I've made chicken pot pies, like typical from like the US. It would be like the chicken pies here, very similar, but Heidi from Connecticut, wish I was at your Thanksgiving. I wish you were too. We had lots of new people. I always make a really strong point if there's any Americans around to invite them because I know that I feel that Christmas is always hard. The Thanksgiving is just as hard, if not harder, I think, than Christmas because you just know your whole, um, family is together and you're just not there. And it was always hard for me. It may not be true for everybody. Okay, so I have a lot of comments and questions, so just give me a second as I'm going through this. As my pie is melting, so I'm gonna have some. I haven't had any yet. Here we go. Let me just tell you a story why I haven't had any yet. Mhm. Mhm. I haven't had any yet because one of the new couples that I invited, she's like a cake maker. You won't believe this cake that she made. I will be posting it. I haven't posted all my Thanksgiving pictures. If you go into my most recent video, you can see I did kind of a fun YouTube Shorts video of it if you want to see all the food that was there. So go ahead and look at that. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll be posting on my story. If you want to follow me across social media, it's Kiwi Americans. If you want, I don't care if you do or not. But that one, you just my okay. So like, what's the difference? Well, it's quite a bit different. My daily life, you're going to see on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube is not going to be daily life, but every once in a while. Ooh, what's the one thing I'm thankful for this year? What is the one thing you guys are thankful for this year? That's so good. I'm so thankful for a lot of things. So my daughter had knee surgery like 18 months ago and have just recovered. So she just recovered 2 days before she played in a regional tournament. This is for volleyball. And she ended up winning, got MVP. Like, I don't know how you go from 18 months of really not playing to, and then she played. We were at nationals all last week, and she won. Her team won. It's a team sport. It isn't just her, but and so she was down a bit, and when she was down, her team was there. So it was just. So I'm really thankful for that she's back into it because that has been a journey. When you're trying to get kids through physio. I did have a little bit of problem with the physios here. Are you anybody a physio person here? Let me give you some advice. Because, okay, this probably wasn't a good idea where I'm trying to talk but it goes down pretty easy. Oh man, that's good. That's good. My daughter made the crust this year, so it's good. The recipe for this is in my America recipe book if you want it. I can link it in the description. I don't have it in there now, but if you just go on my website, kiwiamericans.com, under services, you can find it if you want it. Just so many people ask me for it. If you're American, you probably don't need it. But my recipe book is for Kiwis who want to try to make American food here, or for Americans that are moving here. The ingredients are different, so I've kind of like translated it for you. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for this community. I love, like, I started the training hub this year, if you don't know, for people that are really considering moving here. And it's a training hub where they come in and they learn how to set up life here, how to adapt to the culture in different situations. And it's growing quite fast. And I just, I love it. Like, it's something that it's created out of, I did a lot of consulting. I was hearing a lot of the same questions. Can I create something that just helps people, that also then connects people, that also gives people access to me? Like, it's kind of like, I love it. And I just love having that community to share about, yeah, just about life here and like update on things. And so, yeah, so I'm just excited about this community, and then meeting with people that have been clients in the past, and how it's really helpful. I mean, that's just like really the goal in life, right? Like, people, when you're in high school, you're like, I want to do a job that helps people, right? And so what I just started talking about why I love New Zealand, didn't think it would go anywhere, and just wanted to share my story, and here we are. And then it was like, oh, well, I could provide services, really reasonably priced. I don't charge anything. Like, people are like, you should. I have so many clients like, you should really charge more, but I also don't. I also want it to be accessible. Like, I just can't stand this like constant, like, people growing and they're charging enormous amounts of money for things. I don't like that anyway. So that's a whole other thing. I will have to raise my prices at some point. So I'm barely covering costs at this point. But anyway, happiness, enjoyment, doing things that you love, more important than money, right? So anyway, I digress. Where did that come from? I don't know. Let's see. Do I enjoy Christmas in the summer? Hmm. I had my kids in the training hub this week, because I do lives every month, and that was a big question. Do you like Christmas in the summer? And they all were like, no. I think you like Christmas the way you grew up. And so we've been here having 5 consecutive Christmases in the winter, and I think we're ready for some cool, cozy snow, blah, 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 type of Christmas. The thing I try to remind myself is, what about the day after? The reality of driving in the snow and scraping off your car, and here we are. Anyway. Um, okay. Hi from Auckland. Am I worried about Trump being president? I don't know. Is he actually running? I'm not up on it. Honestly, like, there, there are benefits of not living there, and that's one of them. Not keeping up with politics or being forced in your face all the time. And so I don't. It was literally the worst at the last election. I literally created a t-shirt that said, I don't want to talk politics, because like everybody else is interested in it, but I'm not. I'm out. I'm not, my life isn't impacted on the decisions anymore, except for tax wise, I guess. But um, so I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't care. So that's where I'm at. Why did I choose Wellington since it's so windy, or is the whole of Wellington windy? Well, it is windy. I'm not going to deny it. It's just, I get this question a lot. And I think I just don't know any different. Like, if you come to Wellington, to me it is the most stunning city. Like, I like it a lot better than Auckland, Christchurch. The only other place I'd probably consider moving is Queenstown, Wanaka area, because different type of stunning. Like, oh my gosh. And so Yeah, like, I'm just used to the wind. I don't really know any different, and it's always people that move here, and they're like, "It's so windy, I can't stand it." So I have really close friends that moved from Auckland, workmate, they're moving back because of the wind. I'm like, "Of the wind? Of all of the things?" So, I don't know, I don't think it's that bad, I don't know. I guess. I don't know really any different, but let me tell you, I come from Wisconsin, so it's not freezing and ugly 6 months of the year, so I'm good. Mm. Someone needs a Nobody ever makes pecan pie. Oh, is that true? In New Zealand? Mm, I love pecan pie. I've only made it, like, once, I think, so that's a good idea. Where mm. Cranberry is nice on pizza with chicken, brie, cheese. Yeah, that's just to me, that's hard for me. Key lime pie from Key Largo. Oh, okay. I love key lime pie, if you have never had key lime pie. Now, would we be able to, um, make a key lime pie? Sorry, I'm just getting all the questions. Oh, thanks, welcome. Um, Key lime pie. So, like, if you like a lemon meringue, somebody brought a lemon meringue. I wanna show you this picture. I should have been on top of this, but if you wanna follow me on Instagram, I will be posting this. But I'm just gonna show you this picture of this cake that somebody brought. Can you see it? Look at this. Look at this cake. Look at it. Those are real marshmallows. It is a triple layer cake of what is it? She made it pumpkin spice, so it tasted like pumpkin bread, if you're familiar with that from, like, Starbucks, with, like, this I don't know, it was so good. So I have a lot of pumpkin pie left because everybody ate that, and then she also made these pumpkin macarons with, like, a pumpkin spice. I don't know. Let me give you a picture of those. It was so good, you guys. I was like, "Who is this person? Look at these. Look, they're perfect." I used to make these and sell these when I first moved here, and they never looked like that. But I didn't charge much because I'm not a perfectionist. Like, so yeah. Anyway, okay. Sorry. I will get back to questions because I see a lot coming through. Um, let's see. Sorry, I am actually way behind. Okay. Hi from Hamilton. Mm, you'd have Trump over Jacinda any day. Interesting. That would be an interesting topic. I would have a lot to say on that. For what time is it? It is 1 right now it is 1:49 PM. Why on earth? Okay. Which country is better? Well, um, well, it all depends. Like, there's benefits of both for sure. There are big disadvantages, um, to both for sure. I mean, I would say, like, it all depends on what matters, and this is a question that I get a lot, and, like, the number one reason why people want to move here is the safety of their children. That's the number one reason, because no matter where they are in the country of the US, no matter what state they're in, there is always a chance that there could be a school shooting at their school with their kid in it. So the most recent couple that I met with, their child is in preschool, not even in regular school, and the first day he had to learn how to, um, uh hide in a closet and how to handle that kind of situation. And my kids have had active shooter training as well, but it sounded just like a little, and just it just felt really young at 4 years old or 3 years old was just like really young. And I'm like, oh gosh. And so that's like the number one reason because it doesn't matter. Like if you're in New Zealand, like when you hear about people an active shooter. There's way more than that you're actually seeing. So, yeah, it's scary. Mm. Okay, so why not choose Auckland to live? It's a place for with most resources. Everyone's telling you to start life there. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of people there. A lot more resource. I was there recently and felt and it was noticeable. Like there's a lot more to do. There's this or that. The way that the city is set up, the traffic is a big thing. People, it's not set up well. Um, it's heavy traffic. I've heard that the public transportation is not good, and compared to Wellington, Wellington is very good, I think. I don't use it all the time, so I'm not one of those that are on every day. But no, we moved to Wellington because that's where we ended up getting a job, and that's really like when you're trying to move here, like you just need to go where you can get a job because it is hard to get into this country, and so you just got to go where the job is, and then we just ended up loving it. So yeah, but Auckland's a lot warmer. There's a lot of benefits to it, and it's really close to all different things, which is really cool. And yeah, so there's definitely a lot of benefits. Also, a lot of benefits of being in the South Island because if you're more into the mountains and you like all the seasons and there's just all different reasons. So it all depends on the person for sure. So um, yeah, Auckland has a lot of crime. That's true. Well, I mean, a lot of crime. So you got to put things in perspective because it is a lot more than it used to be, but it's not a lot compared to a city in the US. Yes, ugly weather today. Does my family like living in Wellington? Yeah. My husband and kids, yes. So like I've talked about moving, and they're like, we're not moving. Like they have all their friends and their school, and that's where we're at with that. But I love Queenstown. My business partner is there, and yeah, so it's great. I don't know. Wellington is also nice because of the size. Like it's just like you can walk from one end of the city to the other quite easily. I just find it very easy to get around. It's not overwhelming. You can drive 20 minutes outside of the city in any direction and be in a completely different atmosphere. I don't want to live in the US, stay crazy. Well, it's never boring. Oh, you're looking for my recipe book and haven't find it. Okay, so I'll put it in the description when I'm done with this. Easy for you to get to. Um, Also, I have some Black Friday deals. I'm gonna just extend them through Monday. Um, if you're interested in that, so I've come out with some recent resume templates. If you don't know, I'm a professor by trade. I have taught interviewing, CV writing, public speaking for 20 years, and so I've just started to do some more content around that because I know it. And let me just tell you, the CVs in New Zealand are not good. The ones that I've seen, not good. Like I've had like hundreds on my desk. I've hired a lot and I can't even, I'm like, I'll look at 50 and I'm like, I can't hire any of these people. I can't even look at these. They're so bad. And it's also because New Zealand is quite a melting pot of different cultures. And so like what different cultures and countries expect on a resume CV are totally different. And so what I've come up with are some resume CV templates that I think are really good. I've done three of them. So one basic one. So if you're like in high school or have like 2 years of experience, that one's good. And then two real professional ones that I think are money no matter what you're doing that really kind of highlight everything in a kind of two-page resume. And then my cover letter format, I'm telling you, it's it. I would be interested, and I'm never a person that thinks that they know everything. So like, I think you know that about me. So go ahead and like, let me know your thoughts if you have a lot of experience on that in that area. So So I have a resume template bundle that's 50% off if you want to do that, or you can just get the template. I don't know, whatever's helpful to you, it's there for you. So I help people. The bundle includes the templates, and then I will review your CV for you, and then I will help you prep for the interview because you will get the interview if you use these. They're good. It's also about writing the bullet points right. So I don't know if you guys know, my one of my passion projects this year was coming out with bullet points for moms to use on their CV and resumes, and that's kind of why I created these templates really for them. And then now everybody's interested in them. I've sold a lot of them this weekend. Um, and and so basically, like, so many times when moms are done raising their kids, they feel like they end up taking lesser jobs. They don't feel like they've missed out, so they're behind. That's not true. Your skills are amazing, and you just need to learn how to communicate those on your CV. And so I come up with that bullet point. If you want that, I think I'll put that in the description. That's free. That's a free resource. It ended up being like 18 pages long because I was like, okay, I just kept going, and I had other moms look at it and help. I try to get some feedback. I'm consistently be updating it because you can always improve things. But it's a free resource. If you're a mom looking for a job, it's for you. You don't, like the bullet points might not be, you can't like really copy and paste them, but it's more of like getting you to think about what you did as a mom and how to apply those skills to a job that you're looking for. And so just reading through it alone will completely change your perspective on the skills that you have. And in fact, really makes you laugh a lot when you go through it because I'm going through it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. If you actually quantify what you do in a day as a mother, huge selling point. Anyway, I'll stop talking. You can tell it's like a passion project of mine. So I have that for a Black Friday deal. And then also my digital marketing company has a social media kickstart. If you have a business and want some help coaching with that, and we'll get you kickstarted, that's a really good deal as well. That's all linked in the description. Um, but I'll stop talking about that. It's been okay. I'll put my recipe in there. Is your favorite president, Prime Miss? What is your favorite president? Ooh, these are good questions. Have I had a favorite president? Yeah, that's a hard one. I'm definitely a middle of the road person. Like I definitely like Bush, but I also like um Obama. Didn't really like Clinton. I don't know, just Um and then here I've only known Jacinda. Have I known any other ones? Yeah, I'm trying to remember when I first moved here. I wasn't really paying attention too much because I was just here temporarily, but okay. I speak Spanish. This is my only other language. What part of Wellington? I'm in Lower Hutt, like Harborview area. Um, I've experienced the traditional Maori welcome at a marae. I have. It's amazing. I've done it like I think multiple times through different trainings I've gone through with work or different situations, and that's been really good. So I have recently, um, I've actually reached out to the marae in my area this month, try to see if they would be willing to sit down with me and talk through some things that I think something that I could put on my training hub that I talked about earlier, of like what would be helpful around the Maori culture for people to know that are moving here and coming here. And they're not available for that. But I ended up putting it out on social media and have been found quite a few people. So I recorded one guy from up north. Yeah, he was really great. Just outlining the history, talking about what it was like for somebody his age. I'm also interviewing next week somebody, I think she's in her early 20s, and she's going to talk about Maori culture from her perspective, um, and just sharing stories and information. And so that's all up on the training hub if you're a part of that. So that's really great. Or if any of you want to be a part of that, like there isn't like there's all different tribes. There's isn't one type of story. Obviously I'm not going to be like the best. I can share my experience with it, but they're going to know it at a whole better level than I could communicate it. And so it's been really good. And then some presentations are coming up that I'm recording for that. So, um, My favorite food. Does anybody really have a favorite food? Because I'm not understanding some of these questions. I think they're referring to ones that I've missed. So anyway, ooh, so I've been talking for 30 minutes and I'm not trying to like be on here forever. So is there any other just dying questions that you have as I finish my pumpkin pie? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. So next week, I'm hoping to do a video on taxes. What questions you have about that? Is there things you want me to cover about that? Because I think that's what I'm doing, or at least in the next couple weeks, I'm definitely doing one of those. House prices, good question. So, like I said, I've been looking. I haven't been active. I'm going to be honest. It's been crazy. So, but here's some interesting things. I'm looking at some of the houses in Lower Hutt were like 900,000, ended up selling for 650. That says a lot. So when you're looking at the price, like for me, I wasn't going to buy that house at 650. That's a different story. Maybe I would have considered it, but because they don't just put the price of the house on there, it drives me crazy. It's like all a guess, but it's good to know what things actually end up selling for because that's actual value, right? Um, so it seems to be that the houses in the Hutt Valley are cheaper than the ones in the hills. I'm in the hills right now. Um, that's interesting. That's normally the flip. Um, House prices elsewhere, I don't know. I can only talk about here. I know that Wellington is one of the big cities that it's going down the most. Mm. Do I have family in New Zealand? Did you have Thanksgiving? Yes, I had Thanksgiving yesterday, and it was about 60 people. And you can watch the beginning. I talked all about that. But no, I don't have any blood family here, but a lot of my friends I consider family. Is there job security in New Zealand? Yeah, that's a really good question. Let me just touch on that for a minute. Job security. It's interesting here because I'm not sure if it's employment law or not here, but man, you don't really get fired here. It's like a thing. I don't know if it's just the industry I'm in, so comment below if you live here, but like it's frowned upon. Like you don't really get fired. You get like moved around or get some professional development. And so in that sense, yes, huge job security, like huge. Way different than what I'm where I'm from. And you guys may feel differently because you've always been here and then maybe things are more strict or less strict than they have in the past. But just know in the US, like you could be gone, like you were late, then you're gone. Like no so different world. So yes, job security, I would say. What's the price of fuel? Oh, good question. Um, Holy cow, there's a lot of questions. Looks like do my girls get inspiration from the Kiwi Ferns and do they play rugby? No, I have tried to get my kids to play New Zealand type sports, rugby, cricket, and my boys too, netball, no luck. We're a volleyball, basketball, soccer, I'm sorry, football. What's my favorite movie? Too hard. Favorite Christmas movie though? It's a Wonderful Life. If you haven't seen it, it's a must see. Minimum wage is it 22 now? It's always changing. 21.50, something like that. You can Google that. I don't know off the top of my head. I should have my own employment agency for people coming from the US. That's a good idea. Not really sure how to do that. Like, helping people get jobs. That's true. Yeah, you mean just like be a recruiter. It's a good idea. because I'm a really good salesperson. So like I could be like, I have this person, they're amazing, and you should hire them. That's interesting. I'm gonna think about that. I'm sorry, I'm reading out so many things. One more question. Do people really put a lot of weight in New Zealand because of the pastry? Yeah, I wouldn't say that people are it's yeah, people are overweight here, but I think it's still way worse in the US. But also just the stuff that, is in your food in the US. I mean, I was high risk for breast cancer solely because of the food in the US and my family history. And then when I said to the specialist that I was moving here, they were like, "Oh, you're good then." I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "Are you serious? Well, I should have started with that." Did you put yeah. I mean, being overweight has, obviously what you eat is important, but also like how much of it. Like you can definitely overeat healthy food. Seen that too many times. Um, do I know Maori words or people? Yeah, I've been taking Te Leo for a while. I'm not currently in a class. I'm not good at it, as you can see. I don't know. They actually tell me in the class that the Midwest accent in the US is very hard. Mainly because I can't hear the difference, and so they're telling me that I'm saying it wrong, but I don't hear it wrong. So, yeah, it's weird. Do minimum wage is 21.2. Okay, I was close. US is 13. So, fast food maybe, yeah. The kids fattening club, that's what they call it, the KFC here. I was like, "Oh, that's funny." I don't go to KFC much. I don't know what the appeal is, but um I mean, it is good, like, their zinger sandwich is good, and then my TikTok community, I was like I'm always frustrated because it's not extra crispy or spicy, but then I tried the wings. Is it the wings? Oh, yeah, there it was. It was good. Um, Americans don't really eat lamb, do you eat lamb? I would say Americans eat lamb. I would say it's not a staple food, like, just like you guys don't eat turkey here, and turkey is staple, like, you'd have turkey sandwiches, very popular lunch item. Um, turkey is very expensive here. So I bought a 6 kg turkey for $75. Outrageous. And it's a lot cheaper in the US. So it's a lot more turkey. It's just not eaten as much. It's more of a fancier food. And that's been my experience anyway. I could be totally wrong. I don't eat a lot of lamb. I don't love the flavor of it. Certain people like cook it right and it's but then other times I don't really like it. People stay at your house if you're traveling to New Zealand. I did take couch surfers for like the first 2 years that I was here. I'm not against it. Reach out to me. We'll see. It's a little bit different when you have kids and managing that sort of thing. But yeah, reach out. Um, I'm from Canada. That's good. Yes, because sometimes, well, some Kiwi accents are much stronger than others. So they're asking about how hard. When I first came here, and I first week here, sitting at a dinner with all New Zealanders, no idea what they're saying. Just sat there like, mhm. No idea what they're saying. First of all, they're talking so fast, they're kind of mumbling, and just kind of one word goes into the other. No, I didn't pronounce very well. So I'm a communications professor, and if there's one thing that I would like to help Kiwis with is how they pronounce things. Like, wow. Like I cannot like it's so everything's like so slurred. But I don't know how to say that nicely, so I haven't created a product around because I don't know how to be like, let me help you. I have like one-on-one, like help people with their speeches or prepare for things. I can help with that. And then it's just like your pronunciation. You know what the worst is? Just because I've been at some tournaments, is a New Zealander accent on a microphone in like a big, large like arena. Like I can't understand a thing you're saying. Like there's no pronunciation of the words. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I've been here for 7 years. So um let's see. Yes, about a bit like how that's true. I like that. Okay, so I am gonna get going because my pie is done. So, any last questions? You guys know you can always email me or post a question on my social. Oh, do you see the bird? There's a bird. It's a tui. Oh, there's a tui just went by. Do you see the little? Anyway. Oh, is he back? The rain has stopped, so that's good. Okay. The Kiwi philosophy regarding pronunciation is that it's not a stress bell, it's not important. Okay, that's so funny. Sorry if I offended anybody about my statements about that because people get all sensitive, but it's rough. Like, it's rough for me when, like, and then it's also people are so soft spoken. So it's just, they're so like soft spoken about things. And so I'm like, what did you say? I don't have bad hearing. It's like you're so soft spoken. But bye from Hamilton by Chloe. But yeah, so that's good. So email me anytime. Check out the Black Friday deals. I'll put in the recipe book when I'm done with this, and I'll see you guys next week. If I know how to end this, there it is.